The FCT minister, WIKE, has berated the lack of tracking equipment for security agencies in the nation's capital, saying his administration will purchase drones for surveillance at border communities. So it's the one that will buy it for them. I think he was making mouth that those people are going to hear it in Abuja, the bandits. He singled out the FCT commands of the police and the Department of State Services, which he said lacks ordinary tracking devices. The minister spoke during a chat with journalists on Thursday. He said it is unfortunate to say this, that mostly the security agencies, in particular, I will say the police here, are not adequately equipped. In fact, you cannot believe it that the police command of the FCT do not even have ordinary tracking device. You cannot believe that. Not only them, even the FCT command of the Department of State Services do not even have. And the only one that have is at the headquarters. So if there are things to do, they have to go to the headquarters, which is not supposed to be in the first place. Luckily, I told Mr. President that, look, we have to do something and there must be emergency procurement of these equipment. He explained that his administration had earlier applied to the Bureau of Public Procurement for emergency procurement of equipment for the security agencies, but was denied until the president gave approval in January following the abduction of some persons. WIKE also said that the FCT administration, under its leadership, plan to purchase drones to enhance and monitor security, particularly at the boundaries of the FCT. In fact, that is one of the approvals Mr. President gave to us. We are going to purchase our own drones to help in surveillance and in operation, particularly within these boundaries that the topography is so bad, so hilly, and where you have the forest, and we make sure that it is provided in the 2024 statutory budget. I briefed this to the National Assembly yesterday on Wednesday, and they were highly elated, he said. You see, one thing is that if we are in a sane environment, in as much that he said, oh, you requested for this through the right means and they rejected it. Why did they reject it? That speaks volume. We are not in a sane environment. And how can we be saying that at this age and time, all these things are not in place and we expect to fight insecurity? And don't forget that this man, the Minister of Digital Economy and whatever, Pantami, they talked about the NIN, that they were going to use it to track bandits. All those who are calling for, the kidnappers are calling for ransom here and there, that it will be so easy. Do you know that they spent billions of naira? They stole what they needed to steal. At the end of the day, no single bandit was taken through that. Recently, I don't know, one of the top officials was saying that that all the things that they did, that they could not use it. I think somebody was saying, I don't know, somebody was asked on national TV and was saying that all of those things are not in place. They didn't use it. Those things are in place, but they didn't use it. So now it has to take the approval of Tinubu, because you are in the same group or in the same WhatsApp group with Tinubu. That is why it is so easy. You see the way we have been running this kind of country. The question I really want to ask, if at all peradventure at the end of the day this whole thing, is being, or they are being purchased, will there be anything like continuity? Because we know the issue of NIN, how Nigerians were really stressed to go and get this NIN. At the end of the day, they are just using it for only soft targets. The main reason why they ask for everyone to register or have this NIN number was forfeited, because the main reason was just to make sure that all these people, all these criminals are being tracked. But if they want to go for soft targets, now they will just get them. You can imagine now they are telling us that to get these children out of the kidnappers, then that is going to be too difficult. The question is that, like, as Adibi now, they are going to get it and they will keep it, and everybody will be, even after their own tenure, other people will continue with it. It would have been a good thing, but it's a lie. Whether they are going to use it now to get the job done is a different thing. And again, if it's going to last even after their own tenure, it's another ball game entirely. Well, one thing is that Abuja is well thought out because the big wig reside there. But my prayer is, let these kidnappers remember less of the little Nigerians. Let them go for these ones that pad Nigeria budgets, the ones that steal in billions with just a pen. This one they had before far. I don't understand what they. Oh wow, Nigeria. Somebody say Nigeria, my country. The people who are enjoying Nigeria, they are just politicians. Politicians, like I've always said, if you just want to be, to go for a lucrative job, just be a politician in Nigeria, and your case is, is settled. It's settled at this age and time in the state capital. State capital, they don't. I say state capital, country's capital, FCT. They don't have all this is. Thank God, so now you use him to talk am. Let me say now opposition because now he will say Tinubu na the same party they dey. But you know say no, they don't approve am. You can imagine. At least in a Tinubu supporter, no be say somebody will come to talk say they are just trying to ridicule the government. How can you say they don't have this? Now you use him to talk, and nobody has come to counter that statement he made. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.